Gee, good morning. The guy over here to our left starting to set up his fishing gear. Right time of day, just the tide's not really good. Well, not too bad. Hit that like button, come on in, grab a seat. We've got about 25 minutes for the sunrises. A bit cooler this morning. Got some long pants on and another extra jacket. Lady Coach, good to see you. I'm on live stream, StreamYard, so I don't have the Zoom this morning. But I do have a panel. If anybody wants to come up and join me. It is Lady Coach, I'm blessed. But I like to share it. I realise some people don't get to see the ocean every day. Or they're living in a place that's not very suited for them. So fine! Are you up early, Sapine, or you haven't gone to bed? G'day, Druzy. I've had my sleep, Sapine. Went to the gem show yesterday. Came home, ate dinner, went to bed. Not even any tuba. No tuba. I was going fever, I thought I'll go to bed. So I woke up early. Find the water, baby. She likes the water. Oh no. Thank you, Supply. Thank you. Tonight, Lady Coach, about 12 hours from now, is going to be a full moon coming up over the ocean. So hopefully the clouds will stay away. And about here, coming up, no island, so it comes straight up over the ocean. And you see some nice shimmering, the light shimmering on the water. The higher it gets, the whiter the shimmering gets. Wanga. Wanga. You get to see a guy down here to the left, he's just setting up his fishing rods. But I have to run home for just one moment. I've forgotten something. If you could just entertain yourselves for one moment, I'll be back. Hey, Stoney, give me one moment. Okay. Where were we? Chudman, expert, good to see you both. Thanks, Supply. Yeah, Rich, I'm either going to live stream it or I'll be doing a time lapse of it. I'd like to live stream it though. I'll probably live stream it on YouTube live. I mean, no panel. How have you been, expert? That chain weaver? That tide's just turned. Lolo, good to see you. Thanks for coming, brother. No clouds overhead. Oh, there's a couple in the distance there. Over this side. It's the weekend. Expert, what are you doing working? Your feet up. A few clouds there in the distance. They might get a bit of colour. No colour for us this morning. There's a little bit of cloud in the distance on my horizon here. So the sun will come up over the clouds, not over the island this morning. Kite flying weather, Rich, eh? Went to the gem show yesterday. I had to work for most of it. Even on the barbecue or general running around completely. Gopher. I was supposed to go live, but I ended up going live on a friend's live stream. Yuppie. Hurricane on the full moon. That'll be interesting. Will be. Kansas. I've got a friend in Kansas. She does care packages for the servicemen overseas. She, in conjunction with Hooters, she usually sends me some Hooters gear every year. A couple of signed calendars from all the girls. My brother, how are you? Glad you made it. Did you bring your guitar today? Capito, you got your guitar handy? Tune? Good night, Blanger girl. Party all night, sleep all day. I've got the ladder down there. If any of the musicians want to come up and play to the sunrise, you're welcome. One day I'll get my brother up here playing. What sort of convertible is it, Chain Weaver? Is the one in your avatar? Ragtop. Cruising in the ragtop. Capito, bring your guitar up. Jam a little acoustic. You won it too. Thanks for coming. What is it, Cheney? Drop your links, everyone. Make sure you connect. Ivana and Juan both have some very good musical live streams. Ex-Boot is a very talented singer, ex-bootlicker. 66 Skylark, nice, nice. Topless in the topless. There's our guy down here fishing. I don't know if you can see him. El Rocco. Saludo, brother. Good to see you. Brother from another mother. One letter ATP BP large. It's my other brother. My Facebook name is Goro at large. But I never get on there. If there's any fish around now, this is the time they're going to start jumping. Man, you have so many soldiers. Set them loose on my live stream playlist. Cafe on the beach. Burnsky. Thanks for coming, Songbird. No, thank you. Red Eye, it's been a while. Thanks for coming. Yeah, about 15 minutes away from sunrise. Yeah, up there. On stream yard today, so there's no Zoom. I do like that YouTube Live has a Zoom, although it has no panel. I like to leave room for entertainer to come up. Guitar will sing while the sun's rising. Frugal Mama, good to see you. forget whereabouts. Is it Outcast, something Kansas. I forget where it is, Kansas. Outland or something. Expert, you want to come up and sing a couple of Sunny songs? Sitting in the morning sun. There's a few boats out there fishing now. They say tonight's high tide's going to be the good one, just past dark, and with the full moon, there's going to be some tremendous fishing, allegedly. Get some links dropped down there, people. Make sure you get along to Juan Retra's channel. He's got some awesome videos of the Caribbean and also some good live musical live streams. Yes, that lawn doesn't ever stop growing. Thanks for stopping by, Red Eye. Right there under the duck is where we're looking at. You too, Red Eye. Thanks for coming. Make sure you get along to Lolo Grandpa Longplay's channel too. He also does some good live streams. We're about 5 to 10 minutes away. No, Ben. Just about to get disturbed by the tide here. Nova, thanks for coming. You just made it. Let's move back a few feet. Coffee, don't forget my coffee. Here it comes. Between the island and the cloud moment. The bright light you can see. There, it's just between the island and the cloud. I'll climb up over the cloud now. Some mornings looks awesome, but there's the clouds a little bit higher, a little bit further out, and a little bit thicker. So we get the sun rise, and then it goes behind the cloud and then rises again. Looks awesome. Still low to the horizon. Some mornings there's a really thin cloud right out on the horizon past the island, and you can actually just look at the sun. That little bit of a cloud cover gives it a screen. You can see the full outline. You see it's still a bright yellow sun. Just looking at it through the cloud. There it comes over the cloud. Comes that first beam of light straight at you. That's the start of a new day right there. That first beam of light. Welcome to Sunday, my friends. Fantastic. So thanks for coming, Paulie. Happy Sunday. It's the time when the light filters start tripping out on the lens. Is it dark? Is it light? Is it dark? Is it light? Thanks for coming and to share it with me, Paulie. Drop your links, everyone. Make sure you're sharing your channels out. Connect. We have some fantastic content, live streams. Sounds like beer o'clock, bootlicker, expert. Have one from me. A little too early for it here. Just thinking hour west. Next boot, it's 4:20. Sun is shining. The weather is sweet. Shout out to Sir Mr. Robert Marley. The Rasta Man. This is the time that old matey off here to my left fishing should be catching if he's going to catch anything. Although tonight is supposed to be the time. I'll even take a rod out myself. See, what I will do is drop pots and get those crab pots out tonight and check them in the morning before someone steals them. It's a very bad, I think a very common thing here is poaching the pots. You'll either take what's in it or take the whole pot, crab pot. Take your tag off them, put theirs on it. Disgusting. Not at all, not at all, Cheney, but we do have restrictions. Like you're only allowed to have, each person's allowed to have 4 pots out at one time. And I think there's max minimum size crabs. They've got to be a certain size. You're not allowed to catch the jennies, which are the females. You'll throw them back in the ocean. Good morning, Melina. Good to see you. And I think you're allowed maximum 20 a pot. So you don't need a permit, but there are restrictions. And then you have the water, not the water police, I forget what they're called. They do go around and check boats. You have to let them on board. You have to let them search your boat. Little baby agate here right at my feet. Oh, let's see. There you go. Little baby agate. Oh, little baby. When it's nice, it's very nice, Melina. When it's windy and stormy, it's another story. So bring your surfboard out. Just going to go and see if I can quickly find a couple of better agates for you all. Just another little one. Just a little one. All the little ones, I just throw them in the tumbler. The tumbler, polish them up. They'll go from a clear to a opaque to yellow, pink and red along the beach here. Agate and quartz. Volcano. Well, the crows fly at about an hour and a half north and about 3 hours south. No, it's just gone low tide. The tide's coming back in now, Melina. I've already had to move once. It's down there. Got the way in. It was low tide when I first got here. Just turned low tide this morning. Shout out to Mr. DJ Lee. It's not today, but up and coming birthday. Make sure you're all dropping your channels. Drop your links, connect. You'll have some fantastic live streams. Great content. Full moon tonight, so I'll probably do a live stream of that. Just going on dark. If the water's this calm, I might even be out there on my kayak. Doing it from there. I'm not a big fan of getting my kayak back in after dark. Cold and wet. A fantastic day. Can't find any clouds anywhere. There's a bit of cloud there, maybe 3 hours south. This is the horizon. Hello there. Got my walking their dog. Hey boy. What's that? Puppy dog. Speaking of fishing, as a fisherman, how are you, Kylie? How's the weather out your way, Nova Scotia? KNL, you missed it. There it is. Fantastic. Full moon tonight, Kylie, so it should be some good Lobster fishing, eh? I was thinking about putting the crab pots out there tonight. Living the dream, brother. Living the dream. Yeah, full moon, and it's rising just on sunset. And I'm pretty sure we've got the high tide just on, or just either side of the moon rising. So we're gonna get more crab pots out there. Start filling up my freezer drawer. We are chatting, Lee. Okay. Right, you must have been shouting to hear each other. Must have been shouting all the way to the Philippines, all the way from Washington. And where's LJ again? I forget where he is. It's Lolo. Uh, 20 is the max in your boat per person. You got four pots. You're not allowed to keep the jennies, the females, and they've got to be over a certain size. Chain weaver Kylie Simons works on a lobster trawler in Nova Scotia, so he knows all about the crustacean. Big Chief, salute. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Oh, I could have a million in my fridge. I could have a million in my fridge. They won't be coming to have a look in my fridge, though. They only want to see what's in your boat. So I could catch 20, 5 in each pot. So let's say 5 in each pot. I can catch 20, bring them home, and go back out again. Himstar, good to see you. I don't have an ocean sunset. You come and go so quickly, Himstar. You don't get to see the distance between the horizon and the bottom of the sun increasing. It's gone again. distance between the sun and the horizon increases in a star, that's a sunrise. And it decreases, that's a sunset. Everything around it gets brighter. That's a sunrise. Some more fishermen up there joined him now, so there's 4 rods in the water, 5 rods, there's another one up further up the beach. All a little bit late though. A little bit late for the party. Tide's coming in. The joggers and the walkers are out on the boardwalk. Lil Juan. Lil Juan, my little brother, my small brother. Juan of many faces. The face of many Juans. Drop your links, everyone. Go leave a comment or a like. Subscribe. We'll have some fantastic content. Musical live streams. They're all good people. All over the world. So if you want diversity, drop those links. Lolo in the Philippines, Melina in Dubai, Juan in the Caribbean, K&L Collectibles in the States, Imstar in the States, cop watching, Chainweaver in the States, Big Chief in the house, Carly Simons, Nova Scotia. Here's some fantastic sunrises and sunsets. Also drops a GoPro into his lobster traps and watch a lobster feed. Bootlick has a good channel. He does a lot of singing your favourite covers. Here comes that tide. And the UK representatives here tonight. I want to spread my wings further. I want to get down to South America. I want to get into Europe. And South Africa. South Africa. If you know any South Americans, Europeans, or South Africans, send them my way. I do have a South African fisherman. He's a good guy. I don't see much of him. Back here before we get wet. Minnesota, the Great Lakes. Jeez, that's nearly Canadian. Can you believe it? Would you tell people you're Canadian? No, I knew what you meant. More fishermen coming down. Yeah, it's a live stream the sunrise. Yeah. It is, it is. They all seem to think that it's just photography because I'm not sitting there touching the phone. It's I mustn't be taking a photo. Yeah, I got him. He hasn't even hit the water yet, but he does have a fish on the end of his line. That one was prepared earlier. Chop him up, mate. Chop him up. That's your bait. That's good. That's good local bait. Local bait for the local fish. That's all right. The first thing I catch is just chop it up. Chop it up, and there's your bait. And if whatever bait you bring's not local, so the local fish aren't used to eating that particular taste of food. So you chop up what you catch, and that's what the bigger fish out here are eating. Smaller fish. Rich, have you been getting a channel together? You have been putting out some content? Cars or whatever's going on around your local neck of the woods? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, GoPro's only good if you've got PC to download them on. You can't go swapping the SD card from your GoPro to your phone or tablet. It's the format's different. Metal art. I don't know what a water jet is. What's a water jet? Like a laser cutter, plasma cutter? Is that what a water jet is? A plasma cutter? Couple of likely larrikins, those guys. See what's happening on the boardwalk. Some dog walkers. That sounds like a plasma cutter to me. Garnet. That's a semi-precious stone, mate. What the hell are you doing cutting with garnet? Eight inches of steel. Carting that around. Someone's brought up some big chunks of bloody rocks. Fantastic for my kayak ramp. Well, the joggers and walkers will be having a late start today. Sunday. We'll be having a sleep in. You notice I haven't seen any swimmers out there this morning. Relaxing. How are you? Good to see you. Sounds like a train going past. You missed that sunrise by about half an hour. Relaxing? But thanks for coming along. I don't have my Wi-Fi device here. It's across the road. But if you come along next time, I'll make sure you get a jacket. Somebody else could drop his link for him. We'll all go along and connect. It's Moreton Bay, Queensland. Relaxing. Gorgeous day. Still just springtime, so it's still a little bit cool. It's down here fishing at the moment, just off the beach. Going to be a full moon in about 12 hours. I'll probably live stream the full moon coming up over the ocean also. It's fantastic, shimmering across the water. Much like the sun is there, but darkness around it. The higher it gets, the wider that beam gets. GMO garnet. Bit of a vibration here as the people are walking past. They've got some of the same piece of wood as what the tripod's sitting on at the moment. It was over before it began, wasn't it? I think the southern states are still in lockdown. They're not allowed out to play. Up here, every time you might get 3 cases or so. When they say there's a big outbreak, 3 cases. But no matter what the lockdown is, you're allowed out to exercise. And all I've got to do is step out here into my front yard, and I'm exercising. Yeah, there's a couple of swimmers out there. Starting to get a bit warm here for me. I've got 2 jackets on and long pants. Yeah, it's all an exercise in getting the next generation used to compliance. Whereas we don't run the government anymore, the government runs us. The easiest way to see if everybody's being compliant is have a look at their face. Their compliance would be told if they're wearing a face mask or not. The kayakers out the back out there. They're fishing. Some boats further down. Paddleboarder up the beach further. Today's car day too. You get the nice classic cars, classic and custom cars doing drive-bys, going for a cruise along the waterfront. Yeah, well, they will. You know, I mean, we haven't had any seasonal flu this year around. We haven't had anything. I mean, we get big numbers of people worldwide dying from the influenza virus every year. That's right. I mean, if the seasonal flu is just a reoccurring thing, well, why isn't COVID, this big bad disease virus, going to claim some lives? Of course it is. It's not the yous and me's, it's the weak and the vulnerable. But they're always going to be. They're always the one. So, I mean, the governments around the world are trying to save every person. And it's, you know, if you're weak and you're vulnerable, you take precautions. If you're able-bodied, you go and get the virus. Go and get the virus and then wait it out, sweat it out, get over it, build your immune system to it. Now they want you to, you're not allowed to jump on a plane unless you've been vaccinated with some experimental vaccine that you can still get the virus with. So what's the point in getting the vaccine? Just get the virus. I mean, in every vaccine is a little dose of whatever the virus is that they're trying to immunise you against. They put a little bit of the virus in there, and that builds your immune system. Okay, Nicky, good to see you. So if you get the full dose of the virus, isn't that helping your immune system a lot better than the little dose in the vaccine? Even if you've had the virus, they still won't let you on a plane. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's an exercise in compliance. We've had some outbreak in New South Wales. It's one of the southern states at the moment. I can't be quoted on the numbers, but it was a significant amount, and they had 4 deaths from it. 4 deaths. They're still in lockdown. They're not allowed out. They're not allowed to work. Everyone's going broke, which is all part of the design. So the bigger money handlers control the market, and the ones that were making their way up through the ranks just get pushed back down again. No soup for you. There's some, I don't even know if it's a vaccine, but there's some medication to take that's 100% effective, but the government won't endorse it. I've had every other vaccine I've had, you know, growing up, Nicky, but they were all tried and tested. This vaccine you're trying and you're testing it. No, I think if you're forcing someone to have a vaccine, that's rape. There's a word for that. Having something put in your body that you don't give permission for. I think it's mandatory. It's mandatory in the UK now. You have to be vaccinated. But precedents have been set because people allowed it to happen and said, yeah, oh yeah, lock everyone down, make them wear face masks, oh, we don't want to get, oh, I'm scared. Now precedents have been set and the governments have their foot in the door. Oh, God bless the Dolly vaccine. For the first time in history now, the precedent's been set that the government can lock you in your home for no crime at your expense. Well, there was one in the 70s. There was one in the 70s, Rich, that was, what do they call it? It caused fluoridomide. With the growth of their limbs were distorted and retarded. Ones that look like their arms are as long, come out of grow out of their elbows, out of their ribs, sort of thing. And that was from a birth control that they trialled on young single female mothers, single mothers. And it wasn't until the next generation came through that they found out what it was doing. It was spitting out retarded children, and then they took it off the shelf. Yeah, no, it's a paddleboarder, mate. Someone out there walking on water. Well, we won't find out about birth defects until the next generation. I mean, the other people that have already bred, so to speak, or have had children, and they're going to be in the weak and vulnerable category. Well, they can go for it, But the younger ones, they're yet to have their children, and the ones in school now, wait and see what happens. And tuberculosis, TB was a huge problem back in the day, but nobody was ever locked in their house because of it. Sunshine is one of the best immunised building tools around. And here they are wanting you to be locked in your house. Face masks deplete the oxygen supply to your brain. Prolonged use like that, you're going to start thinking a little bit slower. The government doesn't want too many bloody rational thinkers. They want anyone too smart that's going to be able to challenge them on anything. God forbid anybody has critical thought. Might be an uprising then, and the government start blocking people in their homes. Hello there. You know, right now, Janie, you might be better off owning nothing. They'll find a way of getting it. I want your social security now. George Callan said that 20 years ago, coming for your social security benefits. But, you know, even if they put everybody out of work, you still got to pay your property tax. We don't have those property taxes here. We do have rates. Call them rates. Rates goes towards all the parks and roads and footpaths and stormwater drainage and, you know, that sort of thing. Your property taxes go towards the schools, don't they? Pull all your money out of your bank, have a big fat stuffed pillow, sell everything, rent, and then when shit hits the fan, you can just jump on a boat and get the fuck out of there. Things are not getting better. This boardwalk you see here, this forms part of the Moreton Cycleway. Goes for about 20, 22 kilometres around the peninsula. This I just found on the ground here. That's actually my hook. My hook for my hammock. I'll show you exactly where that goes. I've actually got to move it up. Someone's taken it out of there just for the sake of taking it out of there. Because they can. Because they have to, not because they've got a purpose for it, just because they can. The hammock goes from there across to here. And here I just put a chain and padlock at the one end of the hammock. Not that I'm going to chain it up, just so it's just a hanging support. And the other end goes to here. Sitting here, there's a nice big bit of shade next to the kayak ramp. Couple of rums. No. Kids today. I don't know. Might come out with a couple of rums this afternoon, do a bit of maintenance on the ramp here. It always gets stomped down. A little puppy dog coming along. Joggers and walkers. Swimmers out there in the water. Couple of boaties out there. Kayak ramp straight down the driveway, across the road, onto the boardwalk, down the ramp, into the water. Beach cleaner comes along on Fridays. My guy's buddy been on leave. I think his missus having a baby. So he hasn't been around for a while. And the other guy that's replaced him, ask him to do anything for you. Put a couple of buckets of sand in. No, I haven't been told to do that. Well, I did have my guy bribed a little bit. Give him a 6-pack every so often. Thanks for coming, Nits. Now hits. You missed it by that much. But I still appreciate you coming. You're all welcome, Cheney. Everyone's welcome here. Down the beach further down there, there's some homeless people. They've set up in one of these gazebos. I always laugh at that. I think, oh, well, at least they've got beachfront accommodation. Bunyan, 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 bunyan. Good to see you, girl. Thanks for coming. You missed it by that much. But we're going to do a full moon stream tonight, just after dark. What's that, in about 11 hours from now? Thank you very much. PDF, thanks for coming, brother. Yeah, in about 11 and a half hours, the moon will be coming up over here, over the ocean. Nice little shimmy across the water. And then the higher the moon gets, the wider the shimmy gets. But for now, it's a fantastic day. Might even have to get out there with my kayak. Different paddle. Guapo, you got to come up and bring your guitar up here next time. Still can't find any clouds. No cloud in the sky. Not much wind. Feels like about 20 degrees at the moment, probably about 18. Beautiful day. PDF, I did a walk around the other day with his cars parked there. My neighbour's car had his car parked there. So her car is a Bentley Turbo Coupe. His car, I found out the other day when he parked it there, is a 2021 Audi R8. $500,000 in two cars. Yeah, the Audi's a rear mount engine. So there's some more cyclists. Lycra Brigade. All in green. Oh, it must be a club. It's a team. Team cyclists. They're the ones that everyone loves to hate. Ones that ride in the middle of the road. Give everybody else a bad name. Ozza, glad you made it. Supermod, you're late. Wally Glocks was here. He was doing your job this morning. You missed it by that much. Oh, I've always been an early riser, Cheney. Even after a night on the booze, working construction, you're always up early starts. So it's always sort of been ingrained into me. Even on a day off, I'm still up that early. It's a gorgeous day today, Loz. Can't find a cloud anywhere. Well, in about 11 hours, we've got full moon rising. It's going to rise over the ocean. The full moon coming up. It'll be just going on sunset here, just after sunset. Hopefully the water will be this calm and we'll see a nice little shimmy across the water. I might even have a big glass of rum with me. Hopefully the weather stays like this. I'm going to throw in a couple of crab pots out tonight. Have to closely monitor the crab pots though. They can only leave them out for one night, otherwise they'll get poached or pinched. Some swimmers out there in the water. The guys still fishing down here. A couple of swimmers out there on the reef, standing on the reef. Kayakers out there fishing. People walking along the beach, boardwalk. Cyclists out in a pain in the arse. And soon we should be getting some nice rides coming through. The classic cars, classic custom cars doing the drive-bys. I mean, sometimes I'll go to bed at 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. and I'm still up at 4 a.m. without an alarm. Normally, I'll go to sleep. If I go to sleep early, my body will have 6 hours sleep, and that'll be it. I'm awake for the rest of the early hours of the morning. But even if I haven't had enough sleep, even if I haven't had any sleep, I'll still get up at that 4 a.m. sort of body clock time. Yeah, they're good ones, those Norfolk pines. I like this one, the one out front of my place. I call it my Christmas tree. I want to get a cherry pick at Christmas time and decorate it. Yeah. About 5 minutes to go, people. Drop your links down. Connect and get into each other's content. You've got some fantastic videos, live streams. Make sure you get along to Juan Letra and Ivana's live streams. They play some fantastic music on their live streams. Saw September this morning, Bungan. He was on Ivana's live stream. Went up on the panel and sang a Lady Gaga song. Drop the links, connect with each other. Leave a like and a comment. They can get back to you when they see the comments. You might be on autopilot, Rich. If you search YVONNA Ivana, yeah, you can drop your link, won't you? For sure. Do a search for Ivana. You'll see her, and Juan's basically a co-pilot on that stream. You can drop anyone's link you want to, William. Drop yours. Drop September 4th. Drop those links because in about 3 minutes we're ready. If this weather keeps up, I don't think it'll be too long before I start swimming. Thanks, Loz. Tade, how are you? Drop your link quickly, Tade. About to end the stream. You missed it by that much. It's a fantastic day. I was trying to do a bit of cloud searching before. It came up empty. Where'd you go? Where was your vacation? You didn't come here to vacate. I want rich in your pocket. I want rich in my pocket too. I want rich on my bank account. And I want rich in my chocolate. Rich chocolate. Poor dirt farmers, good people. He's finding corruption wherever it lies. Literally. And figuratively. Where'd you go for holiday? Today? If I've got rich on my bank account, I can have your Shelby. Shelby comes with it. You watch, I'll end the live stream. I said he's good people, Loz. I'll end the live stream. As soon as I end the live stream, all the cars will start coming by. Corvettes, the Mustangs, the old school Chevys, the Euro cars, the old school Australian cars, hot rods, customs. You didn't tell me where you went on holidays. Did you drop your link down, Tade? Thanks for coming, Loz. Thanks for dropping those links too. Yeah, I always do, Rich. I got a playlist there. I got a playlist. All the nice cars that I do walk-arounds on, park up out front here. Oh, here comes another team of Lucker boys. That's the type of people that the vehicles love to hate. They won't get out of the way. They won't let anybody pass them. They will take up the road, and they will be slower than everything else on the road. And there's laws that protect them. Thanks for coming, Rich. Shepherd's Homestead, how are you? Just about the end of the stream. You missed it by that much. Still a gorgeous day. Okay, everyone, I'm going to end it now. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for sharing the morning with me. Appreciate your company. Thanks, everyone. Bye.